Hello, my name is Casey Mattis. I currently work in the Reading School District. I teach kindergarten, and this will be my third year teaching. I am interested in STEM education because I believe that collaboration, exploration, and critical thinking are essential for young minds. I tested out a few STEM challenges in my classroom in the past year and found that students surprised me with their thought processes and their ability to use materials in a way that I didn't think of when creating the challenge. I am a wife and a mother to a super sassy 4-year-old. Outside of school, I enjoy playing video games with my husband and my daughter. I also like to play the ukulele, and I enjoy cooking up new recipes. My definition of STEM. STEM is the integration of science, technology, engineering, and math in the learning environment that creates deeper understanding through critical thinking and reflecting. Through this integration, collaboration and innovation can grow with the mind's experiences. How I've incorporated STEM in the classroom. We were discussing forms of transportation. I introduced the parachute, which many of my students haven't heard of. We watched an introductory video, and I introduced the word drag. I told the students that they would be given time to create their own versions of a parachute with their table groups. I showed the materials that they could choose from and posed the question, I wonder which materials would create the most drag. I gave the students time to discuss with their groups and create. When the time was over, we tested the parachutes by dropping them from the top of a tall ladder to see if the parachutes could create drag. We timed the drops and charted the data on a bar graph to see which parachute stayed in the air the longest. After we reflect on the experience, we brainstormed different materials that we could use for next time. The STEM practices that I incorporated. The first one is science. We asked questions. Which materials create the most drag? In engineering, we analyzed and interpreted the data, charting the data and reflecting on which parachute stayed in the air the longest. In technology, we recognize the role that technology plays in the advancement of science and engineering. We reflected on the materials that were used and which materials would be better for the next time. And in mathematics, we attended to precision. While timing the descent of the parachute, we recorded the accurate time down to the second by using stopwatch. Why is STEM education important? STEM education is an interdisciplinary approach that will help the students of today forge connections among concepts in their knowledge base, generate more innovative and creative solutions when considering opportunities to apply their understanding, and think more broadly about a given problem or solution. From Vasquez J.A., page 18. With practice and often direct connections made by the teacher, from the video STEM integration in K-12 education, our students can become STEM literate. This idea of STEM literacy has become a prophesied need in our future in the worlds of Neil deGrasse Tyson. The innovations and creativity in science, engineering, technology, and math will be the drivers of tomorrow's economy. You become an innovator who can invent new industries and new economies. This idea of STEM literacy is also shared by others in the community. For example, the goal is for all students to be able to function and thrive in our highly technological world, that is, to be STEM literate, from Volquez J.A., page 9. STEM is going to be a crucial part of the ability to compete in the new economy. From STEM Education, a project to identify the missing components. My goal for this course, to gain insight into how to combine multiple content areas to create a meaningful experience for my kids. For example, Stacy Green, who combined data analysis from math with force and motion from science to ultimately create an experience that the students could actively participate and engage in their learning. And I want to expand my knowledge on STEM and practice integrating STEM into my lessons to enrich my student learning.